Hello, I am Andy and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from the 18th of February to 24th of February. And this is for you coming from Taurus. And let's start with the 18th Sunday, which is going to be a terrible Sunday. And I might as well warn you that the morning afternoon is full of aggression and full of anger and full of accidents, whether verbal, whether emotional, whether physical. There are two planets there. One is the rebellious one and the other one is the aggressive one. And when you put these two together, you're going to have havoc, which means you'll have to be an angel of some sort to get away from it fully. But this is the plan, you see, to get this day terrible for you, the whole day. And so I'm reading you the plan, and so you're listening to the plan. And so you can control the plan by me making you aware. So morning, afternoon, take the soft approach. Be polite. Use words which are polite and an action which is polite. And nobody can fault you. And this way you will tone down whatever provocation is coming from anybody else, or definitely not from you. If it's coming from you, then you are the troublemaker and you haven't heard me at all. So tell yourself trouble awaits for you on this Sunday. So the best way is not to take charge. Let others do the planning. Just be the follower. Just enjoy yourself. And that way you can try to minimize the impact of these planets. Evening nightfall period, just as bad. And just as bad means that the morning anger planets are joining the rebellious planets in the evening. And so you get a double play now. And the double play can mean just conflict of any kind can arise in the evening nightfall session. And if you don't really have to be out, just go to the safety of your own home. Because even driving around can cause headache, can cause problems. There are three types of provocation: emotional, verbal, and physical. And all three are in play. So you'll have to conduct yourself very carefully in all that you say and do. Otherwise, the whole day is going to produce a lot of headaches for you. The 19th Monday starts with a lot of ego planets. Well, they're just ego planets. They don't really harm anybody, but they make others think you are arrogant. And they make other things you want the limelight all for yourself. And they make others feel that you don't have any teamwork. And they make others feel that you have very low tolerance. So nobody will want to come close to you at work. And there you get isolated. And there you go, you do not have support. And so deadlines, everything becomes a problem at your place of job or in business as well. So do the opposite. Let others take the charge. Stay in a position where you are happy enough to go along with the plans of others. And you will see that the tide turns for you, in the sense that people will want to accept what you say because you're not saying it arrogantly. And so take the soft approach and you'll get much better results in the morning, afternoon. Evening, nightfall, very fast planets are waiting for you. They are also not totally against you. But when they are fast, and when your planets of ego also go into the night period, then the trouble starts. Where you say things arrogantly, you behave arrogantly, you argue unnecessarily just to prove your point, you won't back down. And that's a recipe for making your evening and nightfall the worst imaginable. So if you want to have a good time, be agreeable. Just be agreeable. And even if you are not, just keep it within you. Leave it for another day. And slow down in speech because your brain is not able to catch up with your tongue. And when you say things, you'll just say things and then you'll bite your tongue and wish you hadn't, too late. And the mess has been created. So you can reprogram this plan. It's only a plan that I'm reading. It's a horoscope. And since you are listening to it, you are able to control it because of the awareness I've created for you. Okay? So slow down in speech and action and you'll have a much, much better time. There are some business planets in the evening there. You don't want to go about spoiling it. And in the daytime, you can meet and discuss things with important people like your bosses or important business people as well. So there's a lot of stake there, out there. You have to behave well and you'll get a lot of good results. Let's go to the 20th, and that's 24 hours of very good luck for you. Here we go. You see, that's how a day can change. And morning, afternoon, you get rewards, you get support, You get romance if you want. You get happiness in your personal areas of life. Everything goes according to the plan. If you talk to your bosses or what you want, they will say yes. If you chase for a business contract, they will say yes. If you go and introduce yourself to good business people, they'll welcome you. It's such a powerful 24 hours given to you. If you do nothing, you'll just be doing nothing and be happy about it. But that would be a real waste, wouldn't it? So try to get yourself a plan, hour by hour. Go for it. You can't get everything under the sun. Focus on what you want, and I tell you, morning, afternoon, you're going to get it very handsomely. Evening, nightfall may be even better. And so evening, nightfall, you get so much of help, so much of context, so much of happiness. So plan. Go out to nice places with the people you love, the people you work with, or the people you do business with. These are all very rewarding evenings and nightfall period. And you will see that you come back with the investment of maybe spending some money, but a great investment to build up a good rapport and to build up a good level of love for each other, support for each other in all areas of your life. The 21st Wednesday. Now here's a planet that's making you very stubborn and very pompous, and at the same time very dominating. Well, it boils down to wanting to take charge. So try not to do that, because it's not one of your best planets. And so when you want to take charge and behave this way, you will tend to antagonize people who may give you competition to where you want to go. So place of work, in business areas, try to be a follower rather than to be too pushy about demanding what you want. Try to improve teamwork so that you are part of a team, and this way you will get a lot better benefits. Evening, nightfall period, excellent. And so you get a lot of talk about holidays and travel and meet people of another race, another country, meet people of all kinds who are going to be helping you, whether in business, whether in job, whether looking for a romance, and you'll find it beautifully evening, nightfall period. And if you're looking for wanting to help your marriage and improve it, is the right time in the evening, nightfall, do it. But watch out. This planet of domination is also going to follow you in the evening, nightfall section, but not very powerful then. So off and on, you may just become a bit self-defensive and dominating. The 22nd Thursday, well, this is not a good 24 hours. It starts very badly, brings unexpected and sudden problems. And they can be in any area of your life, in your marriage, in your romance, in your job, in your business, with your friendships, anything. And you can even meet accidents, because these are very fast planets as well. And when these planets take charge, they make you a person who will seem rebellious and seem like a person who doesn't have much control and show tantrums. So you don't want all that to happen at your place of work on the 22nd of Thursday. And so do the opposite. Program yourself to say, I'm going to follow what others do, and I'm going to be part of a team, and I'm going to make sure I don't cause problem by trying to be rebellious or disagreeable. And this way you will tone down these planets, they'll leave you alone, and you'll get some benefits. Evening, nightfall, also very negative planets, this time very slow planets. And what do? Well, they behave slowly, and so they make you a person who's impatient and hasty. And you'll have to learn to wait, because you can't go faster than your planets. I always say, if you do, you'll be ahead of them and you'll get nothing, and you return empty-handed. So tell yourself in the evening, nightfall period to double check all your plans, because cancellations, postponements, general upsets are all waiting to happen. So if you don't really have to be out, the safety of your home is the best. And if you have to be out, tell yourself you're going to be agreeable. You're not going to show frustration just so easily. And you're going to try to just pace yourself, P-A-C-E, pace, which means go with the tide, don't go faster. And you might just help yourself and enjoy somewhere. 23rd Friday, and for you coming from Taurus, another very bad day. This one even worse. Worse because in the morning, afternoon, there's going to be clashes of words, clashes of action, differences of opinion, difference of mind. So there's all this clash happening in your place of work or in business. And what's the point? You're not in business, or you're not going to work for all that, are you? So tell yourself first thing in the morning when your eyes open, well, even at home, I'm not going to say a word. Or when I say a word, it's going to be a wonderful few words and a wonderful tone of voice and a wonderful approach to whatever others want. And then when you are at work or whether you're in business, tell yourself the same. I'm going to not go too fast and to be hasty in judgment. And I'm not going to go into an argumentative mode. I'm going to listen more than I can talk. And that way you will be in control and you'll get the benefit of these planets, because these planets also represent communication and calculation of marketing sense. But the trouble is they are moving too fast. And when they move fast, they make you make mistakes. So slow down and you'll get the best out of the morning, afternoon. Evening nightfall really goes bad. Evening nightfall. This evening nightfall period is also allowed to come into the morning, afternoon. A very aggressive planet. And a planet that makes your tongue very sharp, and a planet that makes you very full of provocation, the way you do things, the way you say things, the way you look at people, even might be provocative because you're full of anger. It's an anger planet. So tell yourself, hey, evening, nightfall, I might be out with my friends, and if they say something wrong, I don't want to fly off the handle. I'm going to remain polite. I'm going to not show my actions of aggression. And you will have a better time that way. But if you really don't have to be out, I recommend you go back home, because this is a very fast and very powerful planet who is determined to get things wrong one way or another for you. But if you have to be out, what to do? Well, tell yourself, I'm going to take the soft approach. Keep repeating this to yourself. Every time you have a sip of wine or a sip of whiskey or whatever, after that sip, tell yourself, I'm going to take the soft approach. And you'll get away with it, because we can tame our planets. We control our horoscope. This is a plan that I'm reading for you, that's all. The 24th, which is a Saturday, now that's a brilliant morning-afternoon period. And you're going to be top of the world and happy, and if you're looking for a romance, chase for it, your good news will come. With your marriage partner and your family, wonderful morning, afternoon and early evening period. Even going out with your colleagues or with your business contacts, you are going to get rewarded one way or another. Evening, nightfall, not so bad, but ego planets are there, and you may get rebuffed where your plans are not accepted. People want to change plans and you're not very happy. Small matter, let that happen. Let it go. Let others take charge. Let others feel that they are planning, and you just be the follower and sit back and enjoy it and let others do the work. Don't want to let your ego get egocentric for no reason in the evening nightfall session. And I guarantee you, you'll be much happier, because the good planets of morning, afternoon are also there in the evening planets. Let these good planets have their say and be active, so control these ego planets. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging you USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session with me, which will be based on your date of birth, on your time of birth, looking at your palms, face reading you while I Skype as well. And at the same time, I will help you to get everything in order for your next 6, 7 or 8 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. And with all that information I get from you, I'm going to show you how to be on top of things, how to manage your bad ages, your bad years. And you'll be able to do that, because everything is through awareness. Once I make you aware, you'll be aware. And so you will take charge in a good way. Well, go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me a message, send me an email, and let's make the contact. And let me help you for your next 6 or 7 or 8 years. Until then, thank you and good luck.